Hi everyone, this is your learning coach Vinod, and I'm really happy and really thankful for your time and support to be here with us live during the launch of the amazing summer camp that we have conceived called as the Quiz Premier League. So once again, from deep within my heart, I want to thank you all for your time and the amazing support that you had shown us in order for us to become something of what we had done in the market so far. So really happy welcoming you all for the live show. Nice. Okay. Super. So let me begin this presentation with a small thought on who am I. Okay, so many of you know me already. Some of you have been associated with us for the past 3 years now, and some of you have attended one or two of our programs. So many of you are here who are kind of like recommended by friends of friends. So let me give a small brief about me. I'm Vinod Kumar, fondly known as the learning coach. This is because of my affinity to change the way learning happens inside of the classroom. So I've been a coach, an educator for the past 15 years. I started my journey as a STEM educator, teaching robotics to school children. And For 6 years I have been coach to Team India, chief coach to Team India for the World Robot Olympiad, and really happy that my team have won the World Robot Olympiad for Team India. And I'm also a NASA certified trainer on Mars Student Space Imaging Program. So I run a few edtech companies. Space Science Learning Club is one. So Science Camp is part of Space Science Learning Club. Also Space Trek Planetarium, the mobile planetarium company, is kind of like run by me. So I run a few more small businesses, majorly into the education sector. And like I said earlier, my vision is to change the way learning happens. So to make more learning more fun for your kids, and make them more motivated towards self learning. So this is a small brief about me. And as we begin this presentation, I just wanted to share what has been our journey so far. So before COVID, Space Science Learning Club was a very small astronomy and space science after school club in schools. We did pilot at about 4 5 schools before COVID, and as soon as COVID hit, we had to move our programs online. So ever since then, for the past 3 years, we have had 4 or 5 premium magnum programs that we have launched, that had been an amazing hit throughout the country. So the first program we did launch was the Superstar Gazer. So far about 8,500 plus students have attended the Superstar Gazer and have learned an amazing hobby for life, which is stargazing. So, and this program is very unique because without the use of any telescopes, without the use of any kind of a large infrastructure, okay, like a binocular or any other kind of a technical knowledge, so you and your children can learn a lot about what stargazing is all about. Okay, so the next super hit program that we have is the Astronomy for Beginners workshop. So in this workshop, it's a 3 day workshop, and in this workshop we cater to right from the beginning, right from the introduction to astronomy, to about how space exploration is going to shape mankind. So we give a small basic beginner level program to get children interested into the science of astronomy and space science. So more than 3,900 students have taken part in the program. And the virtual planetarium show. So I think about 2 years back we came up with the concept of the virtual planetarium show. Even though we are kind of the market leader when it comes to mobile planetarium shows in South India, so the virtual planetarium show was kind of like a boost in our collar, with more than 21,000 families have attended the virtual planetarium show. So I'm pretty sure all of you guys who are watching this would have seen the virtual planetarium show. So if yes, please do say yes in the chat box. so that I would know that you have seen it. And then we had launched the Kahoot with Learning Coach programs. So this is a free program where we come live on YouTube, and have a fun filled Kahoot session. So this happened once a month, and then last summer we did every weekend. Some of our students hosted the program. So more than 13,000 students have attended the Kahoot with Learning Coach program over the past 2 years. So we have also started the iSky Astro Club, which is an astronomy club, online astronomy club for school children. So more than 300 students are part of the iSky Astro Club for the past 2 years. And last year, so the we had come up with the concept of the science camp. So what happened, the idea behind the science camp was very simple. So as the online boom started, what I had seen was that a lot of adult programs were run by a group of great teachers. So if you want to learn digital marketing, so probably 4 or 5 good digital marketers will come, and they would teach you what digital marketing is all about. Each one who specializes, who's a master in one particular area, would come down and address problems for you. So this kind of like resonated with me, and I wanted to do something very similar to what happened with the adult learning programs, so for kids. So that's how science camp was born. So the first science camp was Learning Masters Science Camp, so which happened last year. So in the Learning Masters Science Camp, what we did was we brought learning masters from across India to come and inspire kids every day. So topics such as learn magic, space math, calligraphy, art and craft, ornithology, astronomy, space science, and a lot more fun topics were covered for a period of 30 days. So kids had so much of fun in the science camp. So last year we had somewhere about 72 students participate in the science camp. And this year, when we were kind of like brainstorming what kind of a program that we could conduct for kids, so I always went back to the best person who can answer these questions, so the kids themselves. So went with them and asked them kind of like what do they want to do during the summer. And one kid suggested that during last year's science camps, Learning Master Science Camp, we had fun days. So every 4 5 days would be learning, and the fifth day would be kind of like fun. The last day of the week would be kind of like a fun day, so where they could come online and interact and have fun, play games online together, so share stories and kind of stuff like that. So this year a lot of kids were kind of like, hey, can we replicate having fun during the entire month? Okay, so that's when the idea behind the spark behind the Quiz Premier League started. So as you know, Kahoot had been a constant in all our classes. So we have been using Kahoot for the past 2.5 years, and it has been an amazing companion to help kids learn. And since Kahoot is kind of like a really interactive platform, so it's very easy to convey concepts through Kahoot. So the idea was, hey, can we put together a Kahoot based learning program? So, and that's how Quiz Premier League came into existence. So what happens in the Quiz Premier League is that this is going to happen for a period of 30 days. So over 30 days, we are going to, on other than Sundays, we're going to meet up on all other weekdays. So we are going to take up 25 different topics and play Kahoot in a live class. So this is how the Quiz Premier League had been planned. It's pretty simple. So 25 topics every day for 1 hour. During different batches, your kids are going to come, so and they are going to be put through 30-35 different questions under that topic, and as they answer from the first to the 30th question, they would get a glimpse of what that topic is all about. Okay, even if they do not know the topic, I think they would get a grasp of what the topic is by the time that the quiz ends. So through quiz, what we do is we want to foster learning. At the same time, Kahoots are fun. So have so much of fun, and foster learning during the summer. So this is the ideology behind the Quiz Premier League, and this is exactly what happens in the Quiz Premier League. So let me tell you how quiz helps children. Okay, many of you might be wondering, hey, can't we have this topic and some teacher deliver this topic as learning to kids? So what happens in a traditional environment is that, so let's say there are 100 kids in the class, and if I'm going to be delivering a lecture, I'm pretty sure 30 of them would be synced somewhere else. Okay, so if I'm sure in my class at least 30 would be there. In many teachers class, 70 would be synced out. So what happens is that, quiz is a way that can help everybody get focused, because every 60 seconds there's going to be a new question. And since it's all individuals playing against individuals, so it's kind of like keeps them on their toes. And since every 30 seconds, every 60 seconds, we are going to move from one place to another in the same topic, it's going to get kids hyper excited. And this way, they could we could reinforce the knowledge, and help them remember information, either about things that they have already learned about the topic, or even if they do not know, it's easier to put information into them through quizzes. So this is one way that quizzes can help your child. So the next one is that it can the moment when they kind of like answer a right question, you don't have to think about answering 30 right questions. Even if they answer one right question in that 30, so it's going to prove kind of like, it's going to provide a sense of accomplishment in them. Okay, so this sense of accomplishment, the feeling of success, it will build confidence, and it will also encourage your child to continue learning further. So this is, I think, one of the biggest motivating factors on how quizzes can help you. And another thing is that, as even if they make a mistake, okay, so the quiz masters would be there, I would be there to provide immediate feedback to the students on why they thought a particular answer was the right answer. So this way they could quickly refresh their thoughts on the subject. And the quiz is a platform which fosters active learning. Like I told you before, active participation is kind of like required. When there is active participation, when we don't let the students wander here and there over a period of 60 minutes, what happens is that they would be able to retain the information that they have learned for a longer period of time. So this is how quiz would kind of like help your child. So quizzing is kind of like a really really important aspect to it. And yes, quizzing is really important. But how does the Quiz Premier League help your child? Okay, I think there are three different ways in which Quiz Premier League can help your child. So number one is, like I told you, the motive of the Quiz Premier League is to have fun. Okay, so throw away the traditional learning methods, have fun. And while having fun, if it's possible, can we assimilate some knowledge. So this is not a hardcore learning program for your child. Okay, this is an hour where your child can de-stress, an hour where they can really interact with other students inside the group. So an hour where they can also gain some knowledge. Okay, so and many a times when we run Kahoots, it's not just the child who sits and plays with, so it's the entire family. So we are welcome to do that. So second and the most important aspect, I think, the Quiz Premier League, the way that the Premier League is kind of like designed, is it would improve your child's cognitive skills, like memory. Okay, attention deficiency. So attention, if they have attention deficiency, then that, or else improve their attention and work on their problem solving skills. So like I told you, so even if they do not know the answer, so when they make a mistake, okay, from the wrong answer, so they can learn the topic. So this way problem solving skills can help them way for it. And the most beautiful thing about the Quiz Premier League is that nowhere in the country, Okay, not just over here, nowhere in the country, in the whole of India, you will find a program which will provide a comprehensive knowledge base. It will cover, as we are covering about 25 different topics in different genres. So this would be the best option for your child. I personally believe to recommend for your child. Okay, so let me just take you through what are the topics that are covered inside of the Quiz Premier League. So we have topics from the human body, ocean ecosystem, okay, understanding about ocean, understanding about the sea creatures and kind of stuff like that. So my subject, solar system. So zoology for beginners, so trying to take note of the animals in our ecosystem. So the fun analytics is the analytical and problem solving section. So it's kept so that kids would use their math skill, kids would use their common sense, kids would use their analytical and comprehension skills to come up with different answers. So we have world affairs in 2022, science in our home, companies and logos, Indian freedom struggle, anagrams, Marvel, Avengers, so Disney, art and artists, space exploration, Oscar winning movies, food and kitchen, countries, capitals and flags, Nobel laureates, so memory games, so which would boast their memory, inventions and innovators, Indian mythology, holidays and traditions, and a few more interesting topics. And not just the topics, what we are trying to do is that we are trying to invite a few experts in these topics to come and join us and play the quiz live. Okay, whereas your children will be playing at their own location. So it's going to be a really different kind of an experience, so for them. So these are the topics that are covered. And for the Quiz Premier League, we have three different batches available. Okay, so we have a batch happening from April 1 to April 30. So the batch timing is going to be 7 to 8 p.m. From April 18 to April 30 would be the second batch. The timing would be from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. And from the third batch is going to be start on May 1st to May 30, and we are going to have the timing from 7 to 8 p.m. again. So we don't have any other times available. So these are the only times available. So let me try to help you out on how the Quiz Premier League would help parents. I'm so sorry, I'm kind of like rushing through the event because I'm in the middle of another event happening, and want to finish this as soon as possible. So if you guys have any questions, that's the reason why I'm not taking any questions live. So if you guys have any questions, please do ask in the chat box, and my team is there, who are kind of like commenting to each and every comment that you say there. Okay, so whatever queries that you have, my team will answer in the chat box, so don't worry about it. So one of the reasons why I feel the Quiz Premier League will help parents is that you guys all know that I have 4 children. So transporting them during summer, not just, don't worry about summer, even today. So I'm not able to go out in the afternoon. So it's kind of like really tough with the heat going up, and we all know what is going to happen in April and May. So I think online camp would be a very good option, where you can save time on travel, save money and effort on travel, and definitely save a lot of energy on traveling in the heat. Okay, so if you are definitely looking at a sports camp, I would recommend you guys to go out and play. But if you are planning for a camp which could engage your child in the confines of your home, I definitely urge parents to look at the Quiz Premier League. So this is number one, which is going to save a lot of your effort, time on your travel. Okay, so second thing that I think that the Quiz Premier League can help you is, it can end your children wasting time. So I've seen my children waste a lot of time during summer. So there are productive things that they could do, so while having fun, but they do intend at the end waste time on their mobile phones, playing games, or doing things that could not contribute ever to their upskilling. Okay, so what the Quiz Premier League, as we started conceiving the concept, was actually a means to end their wastage of time. So if they want to sit with their mobile phones, yes, they can do that. Now there is a productive way that they can spend their online time. Okay, so that's the Quiz Premier League. And the third most important aspect that I feel why parents should consider the league is because of its affordability. So like it said in the email, so we are planning to I'll just come back to the cost. So I would not want to charge anything that I wouldn't be comfortable to pay. So as I told you, I have 4 children, so I'm very very finicky when it comes to paying for the classes. So I would not want you to pay something so exorbitant that I myself would not pay. Okay, so let me tell you quite frank over here, this would be the most affordable, or if not the most affordable camp in our entire country. So running for 30 days. So if you find a camp which is running for 30 days less than this, probably let me know. I'll enroll my kids also there. Okay, yes, super. So let me come back to the cost of the program. Okay, for a 30-day camp, I know for a fact some of our competitors so charge up to 10,000 rupees for a month program. Okay, but what we intend to do is to have a peak charge of 1999. Okay, so the course fee we did when we thought of the idea, we spoke to a lot of parents. So all of them suggested that having a program for a month can be easily 5k to 6k. Okay, so we took 6,000 as the course fee, but what we had decided is that we would not go beyond a peak fee of 1999 so ever. So no matter when you want to join the program, as members of the Space Science Learning Club, you can enroll for the program at 1999. So probably this 1999 peak fee will not be available for other parents. So but for our Space Science Learning Club members, the peak fee is going to be 1999. Okay, for an early bird, we want to launch it at 1299. So the early bird would probably start from Monday. So Monday onwards, it's going to be 1299. And as a launch offer, so today on March 17th, tomorrow 18th, and tomorrow day after tomorrow 19th, we are going to offer the 30-day camp at just rupees 599, as mentioned in the email. So there was one parent who messaged me asking me, this is the 599 for attending the launch event. So I was kind of like, oh, I'm really happy that someone would want to pay 599 to watch the launch event. But this 599 fee is going to be for the entire 30-day. So imagine just at 600 rupees, that's about 20 rupees per day. So you can have your child have a quality engagement during the summer. Okay, so this 20 rupee per day won't even cover for many a times for the cost of the Quizmaster, cost of the technology, Kahoot, platform cost, so and the countrywide interaction that we try to bring in through the group. Okay, so considering all this, if you're going to register today, okay, so you are going to get the entire camp at just rupees 599. No upsell, no downsell, and kind of stuff like that. And if you fail to miss this opportunity, this launch offer of 17, 18, and 19, you are going to buy or enroll your children for the same camp at the early bird price of 1299. Okay, so think of that. And how to register for the camp, so which is what most of you guys would be very much eager to know. So just visit sciencecamp.in. So you have the landing page there. So click on the enroll your child feature now. So it's going to take you to a page to ask you for the batch. So we have 3 batches like I told you. So whichever batch is comfortable for you, please do choose the batch. Please do select the time of the batch. Okay, and as soon as you do that, it's going to ask you to install our Android app. So we recently moved over to the Class Plus Android app for the Science Camp. So what we are going to do is that it's going to take you to our Android app. So kindly install the Android app, and in the Android app you can purchase the course at just rupees 599. So and what we are doing is that we are also taking away the internet fee, absorbing the internet fee, so that it's a lot more, affordable for you. Okay, so make the payment, and once you make the payment, you would have joined the course and join the live session from, if you are joining on batch 1, so join us on April 1st, batch 2 on April 18th at 11 a.m., and batch 3, so May 1st on at 7 p.m. Okay, so join the live session, and we will be there ready for the quizzes for you. Okay, so this is what I have with me. One other information that I wanted to share is probably what other programs are available this summer. So yes, 1 hour is okay, but are there more space science and learning programs from us? Yes. So like last year, we are planning for the Learning Masters Science Camp Edition 2. So bringing together a lot of learning masters from across India to come and train your students. So but we are planning it as a 2-day event, so it's going to be an accelerated learning program. So on a weekend, starts on Saturday morning and ends at Sunday evening. So we are planning for a 2-day session, and we are also planning for fresh batches of the Superstar Gazer, Astronomy for Beginners, and the Mysteries of Our Universe program. So I'll keep you guys posted more about it in subsequent emails. So please do look over for that. And after the summer camp is over, we are actually launching Space Science Learning Club as an full-fledged astronomy and space science after-school club in schools in Tamil Nadu. So if you are watching this from Tamil Nadu, so please do reach out to your school and help us kickstart the SSLC club in your school. Okay, so do reach out to me in WhatsApp, and we'll be more than happy to see how we can implement SSLC in the school that you are studying. And the most important thing is that we are coming up with a new version of the iSky Astro Club. So it's getting planned as usual, getting feedback from parents and students to see what worked and how we can make it better. So we'll keep you posted more about all these stuff in the subsequent weeks. So once again, I want to thank you all for your support. I'm really sorry that I'm not taking questions right now. So we are just running short of time, I and I am kind of at words to thank you for the kind of support that you had shown, the kind of love that you had shown for a very small one-person company operating out of typically my home. So we don't even have an office. So that's how small our company is. And for a small company like this, the kind of love that you have shown, where we have catered to more than 50-60,000 students over the past 3 years, is kind of tremendous. It's beyond my words. So really thank you for your support, and I do sincerely hope that you would show your support by enrolling your child for the Quiz Premier League. And please do recommend our program to other parents, because at this cost, it's kind of nothing. So if you know a few students who are kind of going to have birthdays in this month, so instead of buying them gifts, you can actually give them the Quiz Premier League. Okay, so please do talk to us if you need any support. You can always reach out to me in WhatsApp, and I'll be more than happy to assist you with anything else. Okay, so thank you all, and once again, I'm really happy, and I'm really looking forward to see your children in the